Listen up, Earth Angels. Stop playing humble. Be delusional instead. Ooh! Stop playing humble and be delusional instead. Why are you playing at it? You're performing humility like a role in a play, in a movie. You're maybe performing humility to persuade people that you are this humble person. Who, me? Oh no, I don't know nothing about nothing. I'm not an amazing, brilliant person. Babe, my tattoo says esse quam videri, which is Latin for to be rather than to seem. And you're out here trying to seem like a humble person, but in reality, you're delusional. How amazing you are, how much you believe in yourself, other people are taught to see that as delusional. And you're also other people. You were taught the same thing. So you're ashamed of how delusional you are. Who you be is delusional. Who you perform, that's humble. Yeah, it doesn't even look good on you, It doesn't even make sense. People can tell that you are excellent, you are exceptional. People can tell that things work out for you. You radiate success. People can feel that you believe in yourself. But you're out here being afraid that they're going to see you being like, I can do it. Anything I put my mind to, I'm going to succeed at. You're afraid that when they see you talking about your connection with spirit, your connection with the divine, your access to source consciousness, your ability to manipulate reality to create the reality that you want to see, people want you to think that's delusional. You know that. And so you perform humility for them. You think they will treat you better. You think you'll be safer if people think you're just a humble, regular, ordinary person who doesn't know nothing about nothing. Babe, stop playing. Okay? Stop playing humble. Who you are is delusional. Okay? Who are we talking about? People like, do you care that Donald Trump is delusional? You might disagree with the things he does, but you got to admit, everybody tap dances and, oh God, that's a crazy thing he said. That's delusional. Okay, let me go make money making his delusions a reality. Donald Trump's allowed to be delusional, but you have to perform humility. Donald Trump doesn't perform being humble. In fact, I think we understand that is something he doesn't see as a value. He wants you to be humble. He wants you to think you're just a regular, ordinary person, just playing humble. Oh, who, me? No, I don't need nothing. I haven't done anything. I'm just a regular guy. He's like, I'm brilliant. I'm the smartest man in the world. Look how powerful I am. I say, do this thing and people do it because I'm rich, because I'm Donald Trump. We allow Donald Trump to be delusional, right? But not you. You're afraid of, oh, what will people think? Oh, what will they think? They'll think that you believe in yourself. And you playing humble. Think of all the energy that you're spending, performing. And for who? It's not fooling me. I have supernatural observation. So Sheba sees. Sheba sees how excellent you are. Sheba sees how exceptional you are. And so I also see how much energy you're spending trying to perform humble and I should be behind the scenes. And, oh, no, no, babe, the things that hold back your bloodline, everybody else in your bloodline, doesn't hold you back, doesn't have any effect on you. Why would you be humble about that? You always find a way. Why would you be humble about that? Think of how much energy you are spending pretending to be humble, pretending to be like, oh, those are just my thoughts, like that brilliant, profound insight, that genius thought you have. Oh, that's just a thought. Donald Trump wants you to think that. Think of any person you think who is loud and crazy. Kanye West. He's delusional, right? But also a billionaire. So I think you have this fear that being seen as delusional is going to harm you in some way. It's going to make life more difficult for you, when in fact, it's the opposite. Your insistence that you have to perform humility, that is what's going to slow you down, because you are projecting, you are asking the universe to humble you. That's the role you want to play. You want to perform being humble, so the universe is going to give that to you. You want it so bad. You're wasting all of your energy trying to make sure no one thinks you believe in yourself too much. Make sure no one thinks you've got a vision that's big and different and unique. You don't want anyone to know that. Why? Why do I know every crazy delusional thing that comes to Donald Trump's mind? I'm able to see him as delusional, and I'm able to see that like everyone does whatever he says, no matter how delusional. I think that's why they hate it. They understand that they will adapt to a delusional person. They will let a delusional person do whatever the F they want, and they'll create, organizations and administrations and groups to make whatever the delusional person says possible. Make their delusional vision of reality normal reality. Why would we do that? Why are we wasting all of our energy pretending to be humble and like, oh, no, but like, I'm sorry, no one even believes that. You are someone who gets things on the first try. Things come naturally to you that other people have to have coaches, they have to train, they got to practice, they got to write it down, they got to like figure out little hacks for the things that just come to you naturally. And you out here being like, oh no, I don't know nothing. I'm just humble. It's not me. No. All the energy work you've been doing, all the healing that you've been doing that no one else in your family was brave enough to do, you do it. Without anyone patting you on the head or applauding you, you do the things that create success, that create a beautiful reality. So why would you be humble about that? In fact, like, life is a being delusional game. You're not going to get to the end of the life and be glad that you were humble, to be glad that, oh, I don't need nothing. I haven't contributed anything special. So I'm just going to, be humble. That's all babe, what? And so you're going to let all of the worst actors, the most, bad faith, conniving, opportunistic people, you're going to let them be delusional? They're brave enough to let you think they're delusional. And they're, astute enough to understand that being delusional isn't going to stop them. In fact, being too humble is what's going to stop them. If you think, oh no, I'll never reach a certain point, no one will ever believe what I say. Okay, that will happen. But if you're delusional and you're like, my words are spells, people change their behavior, people move, people are triggered into their awakening when I speak. People heal generations back when I speak. People see me just being me, and they realize a new reality is possible. People see you and they understand the power of God. Wow. There's people who I'd be watching. I don't even watch it. I check out the Reddit snark subreddits about 90 Day Fiance. There's this one girl who is crazy. She's American and she's a Pentecostal. Those are super crazy Christians. Christians are crazy anyway, but Pentecostals are like extra crazy. And she calls herself a prophetess. And in the Reddit like snarky, group, people are like, who does she think she is, calling herself a prophetess? Who does she think she is, speaking for God? I don't know. Who did Jesus think he was? Who do any of the prophets think they are? someone who is supposed to speak, who is supposed to say the things that come to them. And if you like reason that everything comes from God, fine, then it's God speaking through you. And the only thing that would have stopped Moses, this crazy girl in 90 Day Fiance, is if they were like, well, I don't want people to think I'm delusional, though. I don't want anyone to think I'm delusional. Oh, I don't want people to think I think too highly of myself. I don't want people to think that God speaks through me. Why? God does speak through me. It would be sacrilegious of me to pretend that the words that I'm speaking, the messages that come through are not coming from God. I am giving you a message from the Creator telling you, why are you pretending to be something you are not? You do have big dreams. You do believe in yourself. You do believe if you put your mind to something, you're going to create it. You do believe in the power of your self-belief. That is delusional. So who you be is delusional. And you're afraid that like, oh, someone's going to like make things difficult for you because you're delusional. That's not how it works. This is a being delusional game. Donald Trump is going to have a good experience of this because he is comfortable with people thinking he is delusional. He accepts that people will think he's delusional. Doesn't stop him, right? He's not like, oh, is like buying Greenland too crazy? Let me not say this. Not only does he not think that, he says it, he puts it in writing, he broadcasts it to the world, and he allows everyone to think he's delusional. And people are like, oh, that's so crazy, because they know they are going to bring this delusional person's vision into reality. So why not yours? Why can't you be that delusional person? Why do you think it's a better idea to play humble? Oh, I'll just be behind the scenes and helping the delusional people do whatever they want. You want life to humble you? Why? Donald Trump recognizes that he benefits from you playing humble. He benefits from you wasting your energy performing humility rather than being delusional, being in your power. He wants you siphoning your energy, being afraid of what everyone thinks and not taking you seriously. I mean, do you take Donald Trump seriously? You might not, but you certainly allow him to do whatever he wants. You certainly allow him to create whatever reality he sees fit. But you can't do that, right? Oh, yeah, that's only something that old white men can do. You can't see yourself in Donald Trump. You refuse to. And Donald Trump loves that. He benefits from that. He benefits from being the only delusional one who everyone is like, oh, gosh, oh, it's so terrible. So does that stop him? So why should it stop you? If your ideas, your vision of the world is so much better than his, you don't even believe it enough to be delusional. You got to wait for everyone else to agree to co-sign it before you will, believe in your vision. You'll stand on it. You will risk being delusional for your beliefs, for what you truly believe in. But yeah, a lot of people are out here playing humble and but they actually reward people who are delusional. They reward Donald Trump. They will reward the Israelis. They reward RuPaul. They reward Michael Jackson. Think of any person who is like delusionally self-confident. It kind of works. They get a lot of what they want. So how come you're not? Why are you denying yourself the pleasure, the joy, the freedom to be delusional? On some level, I think you don't deserve it. You don't deserve to get the vision that you long for. You think you just deserve to dream about it, for it to always be a dream, to only be able to access it when you're asleep. Ooh. You're afraid of looking crazy. You're afraid of looking, of not having a source. You're ready for someone to be like, explain yourself. Give me your sources. That's because you're playing humble. A delusional person is like, source, I'm the most brilliant person in the world. God speaks to me directly. That's the source, obviously. So, why are you doing that? Why are you doing that? Don't waste any more energy being humble. Playing humble is not who you are. You're too exceptional. You're too good at getting things done. You're too good at creating reality to waste any more energy performing humility. If someone is trying to humble somebody, we don't think of that person as like doing a good thing. We don't think of that person as like, I don't know, we're making someone artificially small when someone tries to humble someone. That's not what we're here to be. You're here to be majestic. You're here to be unique. You're here to be delusional. Don't leave being delusional to the worst actors. Don't leave being delusional to Donald Trump. Please don't leave it to the Israelis. Oh my God. We will be living in a world that makes sense to them, that's very reasonable to them. All because you would rather play humble. Humble feels like it's like in BDSM, like being submissive. Oh, being yes, daddy. It's kind of sexy. It's pleasurable, right? So I get it, but it's something that you play in a limited capacity. You don't be that. And if you do decide to spend all of your energy playing humble, something that you're not, the 3D is going to keep reflecting that. It's going to keep humbling you. It's going to keep elevating other people who you know are not worthy, who you know are not using their power correctly. And you're just going to let them get away with it all because you are too afraid to look delusional? Mm. 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 Anyway, I've delivered the message. So let me know what you think. Like, comment, subscribe. This is all made up. Stop playing humble. It's super embarrassing. It looks fake. Doesn't even, it's absurd to think that someone as exceptional as you should waste any time being humble. Be delusional. And I'll talk to you Earth Angels later, okay? Love you. Bye.